Good evening. This is Pastor Barbara, aka Preacher with Parrots. Today is the 15th of September of 2016. This is Captain, my number one spokesbird. I guess it would be better if I were wearing white or black, not blue on blue. But this is my bird clipping dress. It's been ripped, it's been bled on, and so forth. I'm going to try to show you, and I have him on my lap because that's where they normally are when I try to clip them. I made a video earlier today of smaller birds, and I had them up there, and they weren't as comfortable, and neither was I, than how we normally do it. Let me explain a few things about him first. You see this white thing right here? This is a pin feather. That's only at the tip of the feather, and I have just pulled it off. Now let me find a couple more. Here's one. Here are a couple down here, and they're only at the tip of the feathers. I saw one. Here we go. Okay, let me get that one. I just squeeze it and twist it with my fingernail at the same time. Now, what are these things? Birds, when there's two of them, sometimes they will do this for each other. You know that feathers are lightweight. You've heard light as a feather? Well, how do you think they get through the skin? Where are you going? Yeah, I think you know what we're doing, huh? I think you know why you're here, and this is never a really happy time for you, is it? Okay, I got that one. I didn't get it quick enough, huh? And you're unhappy. Okay, all right. It's you see this white thing here? That's the spine, and the little feathers go out of that. He wants to get higher up because he wants to get where he can't get clipped. Yeah. And it has to push through the skin in order for the feather to get through. And it's kind of like a hard wax. And all I do is twist it at the same time, and off it comes. It's a matter of grooming, but here's one. But this one is higher up. And if I took that one, ooh, would he have a fit? I can see it, but I don't think you can. Okay. I'm going to try to cover him, and I'm going to clip his nails. I'm going to do it fast. I hope that I don't do it so fast you miss it, but I have to do it fast enough so that it doesn't make him too unhappy. I'm going to let you see some of these nails close up. There's one. That one isn't hurting me. The one here by my watch band is. A couple of those. They need to be clipped. I have been waiting for about a month for them to grow out so that I can show you what they look like. And now I've got to clip them, and I've got to do it as fast as possible. He's not in the greatest mood today, and of course I didn't know that. He's looking at the screen now and trying to figure out why his picture is on it. This is the one bird that knows that you all are out there and that you're watching him. The rest of the birds haven't got that figured out. But Captain is one bright bird. Aren't you, baby, huh? All right, let's see if I'm able to, let me start with the wings. When this wing crosses over, and when this one crosses over here, everything below that is usually the flight wings. these are the feathers, the part of the wing we want to get rid of so that he can't fly large distances. I'm getting some of these other, probably irritating him, but getting some other pin feathers. And so far he's not complaining, but I haven't gotten any deeper than that. I haven't made him too upset. Okay, so what I'm going to do, if you've seen the other video, I'm going to pull the wing out. Now, usually there will be 1 or 2 feathers grow out on each side at the same time. When you get that equality, 1 wing plus 1 wing, you're getting pretty close for them to be able to fly. He got carried away in a gust. Within a half hour, I had gotten to him, but he was in a high tree and it was dark and I was taking care of an invalid. But I knew that once it got dark, he wasn't going anywhere until it was daylight, and I was back there by daylight. But it was 3.5 days before he was back in my company. But I saw him several times during the day, and we talked, and he knew he was okay. And I knew he was okay. And that's another story that I'll tell you at the end of this. I'm trying to settle him down now. And once I start doing what I'm going to do it real fast. But I keep finding these pin feathers, and once I turn them into dust, I blow them away. Okay. He's on my hand now. I've got to get him off my hand. And first thing I'm going to do, now remember, we're probably looking for a feather on each side because that's the way it usually happens. I think I've seen one. He's very happy now because I'm paying attention to him. I've got to get him off my hand so that I can use it. And get him just on my lap. Just get on my lap, baby. Come on. Just on my lap. Come on. That's a good bird. Oh, that's a good bird. I got 2 hands free. Yes. Now, sometimes he just lets me do this and sometimes he doesn't. We're going to try it. Can I have this wing? Can I have the wing? I can already see the one that's long. It's a little darker blue than the rest of them. It's okay, baby. It's all right. It's okay. No, 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 no. I'm looking for something to cover him up with. I thought I had it handy, but I guess I didn't. Are you going to can I just have that wing? Huh? You know I don't hurt you. You know I never hurt you. You know I don't hurt you. No, I don't hurt you. I just want that wing. I can see a dark blue feather that has to come off. It's this one right here. Let's see if I can get there. You are being such a good boy. Yes, you are being such a good boy. Oh, what a good boy. I don't see my other clippers. I might have to stop this and start again. I thought I had everything here that I needed. Oh, wait. I see what I was looking for now. These are the best clippers you can buy. What makes them good is that this is not closed off and I don't have to put the feather through there. And they're a little stronger. They're very sharp and I can work with them very fast. I'm also working with this septic powder because it would surprise me if we don't get a drop or two of blood. So we'll get it unscrewed and ready to go. And then when I have time, and he's letting me pull out his, well, I see another bird walking, two little ones. Wonder where they come from. They have evidently, you can see them walking across the floor. Okay, did you know there's two little birds walking across the floor? Okay, I got everything here now that I need. And I may have to cover him up with this thing if he doesn't allow me to do what I want, but let's try it again. How about, can I have this wing? Let me have the wing that's over here. Come on, let me have it. Let me have this wing. Oh, that's a good boy. Oh, such a good boy. Yes. Let's try this one. Come on. That's a good, oh, what a good boy. Yes, what a good boy. What a good boy. That was pretty quick, and it wasn't as big as I thought it was. Okay, let me try this side. Yes, let mommy try this side. Okay, I thought I saw a longer one on one side or the other. Okay. No, we don't have, it's not as bad as I thought. Okay. Okay. I thought we had some, maybe it's Kiki that I've seen the long feathers on, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, can I have a hand? Dame la pata. I just want to hold it. Can I hold your hand? Okay. You can see, I think, I want you all to see size of those. I'm not going to go very deep. I'm not going to cut too much off at one time because I don't want any blood, but there may be some, and if there is, then there is. Okay, that was very good. We got 1 out of 4. Okay, baby. That's okay. Very good. Very good. You're such a good boy. I would like you to hold your pata still. Can you hold it still? Got one more, and that's a big one. Yes, I got one more. One more. Yes, we haven't done this for a while. And we're upstairs. We're not in our usual place. But we did one hand. Now we got one more to go. And I have the other one. Let me have the other one. Give me the other foot. Oh, you're such a good boy. Oh, what a good boy. Yes. Okay, just a minute. All right, here we go. Oh, you are such a good boy, Captain. Yes, you're a good boy. Let me get a little bit more of that one. Okay, oh, here's a big one. We're going to get a little bit more on this one. Okay, well, we're not having a hard time and we're not having any bleeding. Oh, we're doing very well. We got 2 more to go, baby. 2 more to go. Okay, just a minute. 2 more to go. Let's not stop so close to the end, huh? Get your weight on your other foot. Okay, here we go. You are such a good boy. Yes, you are. You are a very, 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 very. Don't climb up. I got one nail to go. Don't climb up on me while I'm so close to being done. No, 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 no. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yes. There we go. And we have no problems and no bleeding. And now the only other thing we want to talk about is this. And let me move this up a little bit. Yes. Oh, his nails are sharp. In a day or two, they won't be that sharp, but they've just been cut with this thing here. Well, he did pretty good. Um, some days he's better than others. I guess it's the other bird. I've seen a long feather on one of them. The other thing that I wanted to mention, well, I was talking, and I'll try to go get Kiki and do her in a different video. Now, she has a problem, and that's that she doesn't have tail feathers, and I'll tell you why. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Do you want a little bit of my caffeine? Huh? Just because I don't have anything else here to give you. Hmm? You want it? You want it? Water. It's water. Okay. Um, I can put the cap back on because this stuff costs $10 to $15 for this little bit, so I don't want to spill some of it. Big birds like this love to take showers with their owners. Um, it takes a while. They like to take over. You can even buy things you can stick on the side of your shower that have a metal perch for them to hold on to. They're known for loving to take baths and loving water. And before I moved here, I had a separate room with a shower in it and a separate, the tub was in the rest, but the shower was like a little room. And I had plenty of places for him and a cockatoo that I had, him and Precious, years ago. And a bath thing with a back that they could sit on, and they just love showers, but they need it also. Um, unless you have air conditioning, it may be in the summer that they need it to cool down. Sometimes a bath isn't possible, and yet they need it. They need it just like you need to shampoo your hair. And that's when this comes in. As I mentioned on another video, you don't use something that glass or mirror cleaner comes in. You don't use something that vinegar comes in, that some cleaning solution comes in. You buy a bottle specifically for this purpose. They're about $1. And I've got one upstairs and one downstairs, and the water in it is room temperature. So they don't object to it. I said this in another video, but in case you see just this one, let me tell you, when you shoot it, first of all, you just don't shoot it at the bird like this. If you have to do it through the cage, because it's the most convenient and it's hot and they need it, whether they want it or not, then you go through the cage. First of all, you remove the food, because if you don't, you're going to soak it, and then it's no good, and you got to clean and dry the dish before you put more in. It's just much easier to take the thing. I see these little birds running around on the floor. They don't know it, but they have a way to get back in. One of them is already there. Can you see right there? There's a green rope. One of them has climbed up. The other one is on its way. It's on its way. it will find that rope and it will climb up the rope, and I'll go open the door so that they can get back in. Uh, I guess it was time for them to get out and walk around, and they didn't think, they thought I'd forgotten about them, and so they just found their way to get out. Anyway, this, when they can't have a bath and they need it, you spray, you remove what's in it, and you spray down. The way you spray down, because if you spray out, you're going to hit the wall that's probably behind the bird cage. And the wall, whether it's paint or, in my case, wood or wallpaper, you don't need to be spraying it. So you spray down. Some birds, most birds love it. The few that don't, hey, some kids, he's over by the plant now. Let's see. You can see the one that I'm pointing at it with my thumb right now. The other one has gone up to, how to show you. It's not working for me. The other one is over like right there in that corner. But anyway, whether they like it or not, if they need it, you spray them. It was one really hot day, and I went downstairs where this one lives and where Kiki, the other macaw, lives, and there's a conure and an Amazon that are living together in a cage. And that conure and Amazon, they didn't think they would like being sprayed, and they needed it. And when they felt that spray, they loved it. And they were knocking each other out of the way to be the first one to get the spray. And I'll show you some videos where the cockatiels are loving it. And they're just, oh, they're raising their wings so that I can get under and more of them can get wet. They really love it. And another thing that's very, very good about it, they seem to know when they're sitting on a nest and the humidity inside of the egg is not high enough. I knew this, but I had never seen it happen. And I saw my female, and with the cockatiels, the father will take over the nest sitting. Now, with these little ones, the mother stays on the egg most of the time, and daddy comes and feeds her, but she hardly ever gets off the eggs. But this was the cockatiel, and I saw her sitting in bathwater for a long time, but just her stomach. She didn't get the rest of her wet. And I had read this. She got up, she went in, she took him off the nest, she sat on it, and if I hadn't have learned about it, I wouldn't have known that her sitting then on the eggs made the humidity inside of the eggs just perfect. Well, I'm going to close this video. When they need it, and most of them, when it's a hot day, whether they have ever liked it or not, they like it when they get it on a hot day. And some of them love it. When he needs a bath, or if I visit people that don't know how to bathe their big birds, we do it when I'm there, whether they're in the mood or not. People need to take baths, whether they enjoy it or not. And birds sometimes need this, whether they like it or not. And I'll just throw water on them, put them in the tub and throw water on them. They prefer for you to leave the water running, and they go to the water and they decide if they want to just dip their head and then their body, or how they want to work the shower. They decide. But with some birds, they don't want a bath. You have to give them one once in a while, just like you have to bathe yourself. You have to wash your kids' hair, whether they like it or not. So I'm going to close this video, and until the next video, I'll see you. Bye-bye. Take care. We love you. God bless.